What your favorite Monster Quest girl says about you. Chapter 3. Cupid. She's cute, but for years, she was considered the first angel Luca can obliterate in Chapter 3. Even in the demo, she was basically considered the slime girl of Chapter 3. So either you take pity on her, or you surrender to her on purpose, at which case, stare. Valkyrie. At the time, she was considered the first real angel, which excited a bunch of men as they were about to enter Chapter 3. We all assumed they would be exactly or similar to her. Oh, how wrong we were. But hey, look at the bright side. At least she looks pretty decent for an angel. Well, so long you don't love monsters. Experimental Organism S2. Something tells me that you either love this monster because she has tentacles, has slime, or that she's cute overall. Or that you hate her because she looks like a bimbo and has the mentality of a child. Regardless of your decision, I'm not gonna judge you, but I will tell you that there are hidden cameras slowly recording your decision. Archangel Ranel. Either you love her because she is essentially a supervillain as she turns Luca into a Super Saiyan, or that you hate her because of the countless times that you lost to her due to Orangey because you didn't know you could have used Fallen Angel Dance to avoid her attacks. Chimera Tongue. You said that giant women were overrated, so you prefer giant tongues instead of giant women. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what to say, but I do hope you don't dissolve from the saliva. Or maybe you just wanted to see a giant tongue being used in the CGs for the elderly woman. Angel Soldiers! They're twins? Triplets? Quadruplets? Quintuplets? Well, no matter how many they are, you love them regardless because they're basically lolly using BDSM weapons. Like, I can't say much, but I sure hope you're having fun deleting that browser history of yours. Principality Nagel. You either love being dominated by women, or you love watching others being handled by a woman that uses snakes with literal human faces. I get that she's a high-ranking angel and all, but you, should try to limit yourself. I mean, if you can. Archangel Mariel. What? No! No, look! I get that you love the angel soldiers, but you should draw a line at this. This is like borderline illegal! The worst part is that she's like the past angel. I'm telling you, dude, it is not worth the risk. I don't care if you're hiding yourself. Don't do it! Trinity. To be honest, I can't really say much about this. Well, sure, they're, original. I think this is the last set of angels that look decently like actual angels. The rest are either angels mixed with monster DNA, or are just so weird that you would want to kill them with fire, you know? So, this angel is so-so, I guess. Chimera Bug. Someone please bleach my eyes! My ears! Why? Sister Lemia. Well, she's a Lamia, and a believer of Ilias at that. I get that she's cute and all, but don't mind her looks. She can be quite deceiving. Well, unless you're able to brainwash her, in which case, well, so long she doesn't hug you, I think you'll be fine. I think. Power Musukyo. This one actually was very funny. No, not because of her appearance, but because Luca just shows up like a true angel and basically burns this insect. In a cathedral, in front of priests. So, if you like her, it would be for that scene, not so much because of how she looks. Mermaid. A few years back, I remember some subscriber really loving this monster. I mean, she has a nice body and all, but personally looking at her abs kinda crosses me out. So, you do you, but her entry says she hates humans. So, it's your funeral. L. I honestly really hope you love her because of her relationship with her mother. Like that one scene where she hugs her mother. That is just so touching. Otherwise, if you didn't mean that... What? Ding, ding. Hello, police? Yes, I'm talking to them. Yes, I can hold. Queen Mermaid. Either you love Dangerous Woman, or you're just insane. Insane in the sense that you would hit on a widow that hates humans. Like, we both know if you love her, it's your own funeral, or because of her relationship with Hell. In which case, Crow. Either you love her because she's into puppetry and uses ghosts, or you just love the fact that she's still a necromancer at heart, all the while being a lolly. The only difference is that she's somehow preferring ghosts. To be honest, I'm not sure what to say of this, but I hope you don't turn as her next guinea pig. I mean, not intentionally anyway. Virtue Revel. For the next future angels guardian spirits, I'll simply say it all here. No! Bad person! Bad! Very bad! Chimera Chariot. At first I wasn't sure, but I figured that we need to include the chimeras that only appear in the Monsterpedia because they're there for the plot, and to show some CGs for the unfortunate humans. So if you really want my 2 cents on them, look forward to the extras video. Formula. A vampire. A high-ranking one at that. You are aware that her looking calm and gentle is a facade, right? I mean, not unless you're a submissive person. But wait, are you what? Oh, look at the time. Laundry's calling me. Gotta go! Elizabeth. So you're telling me that of the high-ranking vampires, you prefer this one because she's a lolly. Bruh. Look, dude, I get that you're submissive and all, but you should stay away from this one. Nothing good comes out of lollies. No, I don't care. No, stop! Queen Vampire. I mean, yeah, sure, she's a queen and all, but I don't know, man. I'm not saying she's ugly, but apparently she likes loyal people, but hates those that resist her, whatever that means. But I don't know, man. It's your life, so I'd say go for it. Iron Maiden version 2. Hey, look, it's the Iron Maiden from chapter 1. But wait, she's different now. Apparently she's attacking people indiscriminately. If I were you, I'd stay away from that thing. Why? Well, apparently she loves to torture and kill her victims. You don't care. Well, whatever, dude. Lucia. So she's basically like Lily, but she's not that great. So wait, what is she even in here for? Oh yeah, Lily cut her, so in return she swallowed her whole. Her fault if you ask me. But wait, what were we talking about? Ah yes, don't play with tentacles, man. 10-year-old. Despite being the cousin of Camera Bug, this one was one of the very few monsters that had a very sickening CG, despite being a somewhat easy monster. I guess since she's portling, that's what people would find her attractive, but I'd simply stay away if I were you. Nitroid. She is a special case. I mean, if you're a true submissive person that likes being in the public, that's one thing, but she only does that if you challenge her to a fight and lose. And even the entry says she will thoroughly humiliate the loser. Akaname. Girls with long tongues. Great! And they look like young teens! Apparently, they're like a human version of the crab girl. I mean, by human version, I mean not with a shell body. Also, by crab girl, I mean that they wash everything, but instead of water and bubbles, they kiss with their tongues. That sounds gross in itself, but you do you, I guess. Katsuru. A monster that uses hair. Ha! Well, I get it. She is cute and her CG is quite unique, but I don't know, man. Her entry says she's a catfish. By catfish, I mean she tricks people into thinking she's someone else. Not that she's a guy, but hey, at least she doesn't kill people. I think. Shirohedi. A Lamia, an albino Lamia no less. Apparently all she wants is to become a Queen Lamia. But wouldn't that mean that she would rule over Alice too? Since she's, you know, a Lamia too. And yes, I know she's multiple strands of monsters and me. But besides that, be careful of lollies? I don't know. Queen Allroad. Yeah, no, she's really scary. Even her CG is really creepy. I mean, it's one thing to feel pity about her, since she's basically brainwashed when you fight her. But I really don't know why you would want this as your favorite monster. I mean, at least it's better than the Chimera monsters. Slimebess. Well, she's a slime, that's one thing, but she misused everybody's trust. That's a big no-no, and that's besides my biased opinion on her ability. If you like Slimebess, I'm sure it's solely because of her CG and that personality twist in the fan mod. But again, that's fan-made, i.e. non-canon. Arachnelord. Oh, a spider. She looks cute to boot, but again, she's a spider, and what are spiders known for? Being cold-blooded and ruthless. So I really wonder if you like her for her entry or for her CGs. Heck, even her entry says, other monsters hate the spider family for being that way. So... Spider Princess. And now it's the queen. I mean, remember the previous monster? If the previous monster was cold-blooded and ruthless, what makes you think this one is slightly better? Also, she appeared in UVA. Like, huh? Who the bright man chose this monster out of all the others? That we will never know. Succubus. Supposedly this is a succubus. I mean, yeah, she has wings and a tail, and she's wearing a nurse outfit, but I don't know. Her entry makes it seem like she's more of a background character than anything. So if you like her, well, I don't know, guess you love background characters? I guess? Imp! Hey look, it's that Imp from chapter 2. Guess she wanted more screen time. To be honest, there's no real reason to spend time on this monster. Well, besides the fact that she comes back in Paradox, along with her trio of friends. And of course, there's CGs. Eva. Oh wow, an actual, somewhat decent succubus. Well, according to her entry, she used to be a depressive loner, so while you may think that you should pity her, Cecil also states, if she catches you, relentless torture is sure to follow. So, you know, be careful who you worship. Trooperoid. Either you love this monster because it took part in the sad thing with Lazarus, and you saw how dangerous it is for a regular human to use a spirit's power without training, or you hate her because she uses a vacuum, and said vacuum also uses electricity. Her CG is also kind of gross, I guess. Assassinoid. This is like the simple word version of Camera Bug. I mean, she's still gross. Her CG is also quite disturbing, but she looks pretty cool. But the thing that disturbs me most is her, tentacle with a mouth. So if you like her because of that, oh please don't make me puke. Droid. This robot is interesting. In the scene where it's at, stuff happens to, quite a lot of shotas, and you'd think this would be a boss in itself, but nope! The regular battle team plays. I checked. Twice. Okay, tries. Heck, even the entry says, she's still a formidable enemy! So what gives? Oh, right. You're weird if you like this monster. Replicant. Supposedly this was supposed to replace the humans in the plot if Ilya succeeded in her thing. But their whole existence is weird. Why? Well, it wouldn't really work after eating all the human men that simply die of their own, but I digress. If you like her, I guess it's because of her cool design? I don't know. Laplace. I'm probably going to get hated as I usually do whenever I talk about Laplace, but I guess this monster is quite, mixed opinions. Why? Because the reason why she's alive to begin with is so sad it makes people cry? Or so I've heard. Firm Sarah. Her entry says she's a past princess of Sabasa, so her name is Sarah, same as the Sarah we know. But does that mean all of the past princesses are named Sarah? What if they're a boy? Are they called Sarah too? Also, if this monster was a boy, would you still love them? Cirque du Croix. It's called Cirque du Croix because it's supposed to be a circus of wacky monsters. Well, zombie monsters. And I'm not sure what Croix is supposed to mean in this context. I get it's French from Croix, or the Circus of Cross, but it still sounds weird. Well, besides the fact that they're zombies. Alifici the 15th. Hey, look, it's Alice's mother. But wait, she's a zombie now. That's sad. But after you defeat her, she turns back her whole self for a moment and then disappears. Well, while it is sad, it is comforting that Alice gets some closure before the big fight against Ilias. So, good on you if you like her. La Croix. So this is Chrome's sister. Huh. I mean, I get the resemblance. But wait, isn't her origin story something like Itachi in Naruto? I mean, in the sense that she protected her sibling, not that she can use her eye powers. She's pretty cool for that, but not so cool that she used Alice's mama for a goal. But hey, to each their own. Black Alice. Did you know that her teddy bear has a scene in itself? Creepy, right? Supposedly that bear is also part of her body. Nonetheless, she's a pretty intimidating twist final boss in itself. I know some people in my server have a weird fascination with that bear. I swear. Demis Trap. You know, out of all the monsters, this one can go die! Why? Well, if you don't have Silphao, it's an instant KO. Heck, her only attack move is a strange gas, and if you try to request her, the game says, "It doesn't look like she understands what Luca is trying to do." Weird, right? I hate weird gimmick monsters like this. Gargoyle Girl. Hey, she looks pretty cute. Don't buy she's a gargoyle. I mean, gargoyles can be good too, but this one petrifies you if you lose to her. And no, you don't sit as a stone for a few days. Her entry says it can last several thousand years. But how can bodies even last for that long? Like, I get it, made of stone, sure. But wouldn't that mean your organs would also stop functioning? Doppel Luca. Hey look, it's row 63 Luca. But I don't think her sword is right. Now that I think about it, wasn't there another monster? Doppelganger, right? Oh right, she was non-canon. At least this one is cute. Wait, wasn't there a manga about her? You don't know about the manga? Let's count the next monster, okay? The next dolls. Okay, so these monsters are like super cool until you realize if even one of the Heavenly Knights failed to defeat them, you're pretty much screwed. Like, literally screwed. And that's a bad thing. And even if they do somehow defeat them, then you have to face one of them. But by that point, you have the spirits, so you can literally destroy her. Seraph Eden, the third daughter of Ilias. To be honest, it is kind of sad how pushed aside she is in the plot compared to Lucifina and Michaela. And when you do encounter her, after you're done, she simply stops existing altogether. But I guess that's what happens when you believe only in one thing, I guess. Promise time! So this time around, she decided enough was enough and wanted to experiment on herself to become tentacles. Meaty tentacles. Huh! While her form is grotesque, her battle team is pretty cool. To be honest, if this is your favorite monster, well, good for you. Her origin story is pretty sad, but that's that. Black Alice. So before I start with any of this, I just want to clarify that I'll be using the game's way to count her forms, because there's a lot of debate regarding how to count her forms. So if you get triggered by that, then that's your fault. Well, it was even a disclaimer. So yeah, you have no one but yourself to blame for the next monsters. Black Alice. So last form was her second form, and this one is her third form. One would think, why would she have so many forms? Like, when you fight Alice, she doesn't have any additional forms. Neither does her mother. So like, what gives? What makes her so special that she has to have so many distinct forms? Only Ilias knows, and she must be pretty angry. Black Alice. So what happens when you give a monster so much power that she literally states that she will consume the world? Well, you get some kind of Eldritch horror kind of thing. And the worst part is that she can literally cancel your own spirits if you just so happen to summon more than one at once, making both the fight and supposedly final boss both hard and incredible. Goddess Ilias. Remember when I said supposedly final boss? Well, it turns out she's not the final boss. Ilias is. Shocking, I know. But like, get this. While Ilias is a true final boss, she kinda isn't. Like, sure, you can fight her and all, but she might as well be just another generic boss. I mean, nope, secret boss. Yeah, that's what I meant. Goddess Ilias, the true final boss. If this is your favorite monster, then good for you! Her final form is grandiose, spectacular, incredible, amazing. My lord, Ilias, she is a perfect being! Is she gone? Yeah, no. She's like a scripted battle. if you like her, you basically love her for the scripted protagonist using plot armor to save the day kind of plot, which is kinda boring. Grambaria. Well, if you love Grambaria, then I guess you love lizards. Or that you love that scene with Grambaria and Alma Elma because you wanted to be the stalker for once. Who's to say, I'm not here to judge. You deserve it for being the game. Kind of. Alma Elma. Well, if you love Alma Elma, well, she's a succubus, but her ending is in a public place. Not like inside of a castle or anything, unless you simply love to be exposed in the public. In which case, well, I guess I can't say much then. Tamamo. Well, you found out about her true form, so you decided that lollies were overrated, and you'd rather have the real deal being an adult fox. I can't say I judge you, but then again, you saved the world, so I guess you deserve to treat yourself. Eruberi. To be entirely honest, I'm not sure what her deal is. If you lost to her the first time you saw her, she would dissolve you. If you saw her at the castle, she transformed into a Shora. In a post-study, she can make herself into a harem. Heck, in her scene, she literally says, "Well, talk about coexistence all over the place." Like, what's wrong with her, honestly? Alice. Ah, yes, Alice, the final girl you can choose. This is also the canon one. Some would say that the kids she makes are canon to Paradox, but who can say? If your favorite monster is Alice, well, your ship worked out, so congratulations. And winner is you. Hooray! Yata. And with that concludes all of the favorite Monster Girl quest girls. If your favorite Monster Girl got skipped somehow, then it will be covered in the next and final video. So comment for the final video and or bloopers. Bonus. Michaela, the second daughter of Ilias. She is a funny one. Well, sure, she basically tells Luca, "Get off me, Lord, you damn whippersnapper!" in chapter 1. She only becomes relevant at the start of chapter 3 and at the end. And unlike the Heavenly Knights, she actually does severe damage to Ilias, both mentally and otherwise. She's okay in my book. Josephina, the first daughter of Ilias and, well, Luca's mother. Well, she's mentioned often throughout the game. She doesn't make an appearance until the game is about to end, or if Luca loses to Ilias' final form, at which case her existence in itself is pretty sad. Sometimes I do wonder how the game would be like if she were still alive. And no, Paradox doesn't count. Chibialis. The reason I didn't add Chibialis in the list was, well, she doesn't constantly permanently stay as Chibialis. Since she has her Dispel Magic, and while she is useful in the sense of recovery, the only real reason one would love her would be for her CGs with Luca. That, or you're just a sick lolly lover. Angel Luca, and now we have the magical boy, Angel Luca! He's pretty awesome, how his anger is basically a plot armor thing, and sometimes sleep. And he did that scene in the chapel against Power Mizukil. Just kinda sad that he dies after fighting aliens, but if your favorite monster is Angel Luca, then rock on, dude! Angel Luca is the goodest of good boys.